god, you guys are so messed up. That is
Disgusting.
You guys are
She's disgusting. I'm gonna press stop right now. What's happening, guys? It's AJ here, back in the studio with two of your favourite Kiss artists, Mr. Martin Garrix and Miss Bebe Rexha. Guys, how you doing?
great.
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you again, man.
Good seeing you.
Like, literally, you broke the internet last time you were here.
That's great.
Your DJ set, we had millions of views, and you're back now with this collaboration with Bebe Rexha. So, explain to me how the track came about, first of all.
We met in January this year in LA, and she just played me a bunch of her music. And I remember leaving the meeting and telling my management, like, oh my god, her voice is crazy. It's, it's such a unique, cool voice. No, it's weird because she's sitting next to me, but like,
no, I can see it on her face. Yeah.
for me, the reason why I really wanted to work with Bebe because she has a unique voice. And she's dope. So.
She played you a ton of music and embarrassing. Soak it up, baby.
I paid him to say that.
No. And then we had a rough idea for In the Name of Love, and I sent it to Bebe, and she did her magic with it.
Obviously, yeah, you bring something different to the track. And what was it like working with Martin?
I've worked with because I started out songwriting and I've worked with a lot of other artists. And the one thing I love about Martin is that he is so talented and so involved and just very humble.
Right.
That's like the number one thing for me is when people are just respectful. And he's probably the nicest person I've ever met in the music business.
Because you've worked with some like true icons, Nicki Minaj, written for Eminem, Rihanna, Selena Gomez as well. So to hear that, this guy,
he's like the nicest person ever. Like
Excellent.
legit, like, you know what I mean? Like nothing has gotten to his head yet. You know what I mean? I don't know when hopefully that doesn't happen. So
I don't think it will.
Just stay just the way you are, please.
I don't think it will. And I think that's why people love what you do, Martin.
Like nobody has ever ever gone and just hugged my mom. And she's always been around, and he just like goes and hugs my mom. Like, hi, Miss Rexa. It's just so nice.
So it appears to me that you guys are like friends, in effect. Was this the only track that you worked on? Because I know sometimes for now, okay.
He's like, for now, and he's like, never again.
No, but it must be good, obviously, because Martin, when you're doing, promoting a track, when Bebe, you're promoting a track, you're doing it by yourself. So what's it like having someone rolling with you,
It's more or less pressure.
Yeah?
It's nice.
Bit more fun.
Yeah. Takes away the nerves.
Okay, cool.
He just like, when we get nervous, we don't we let the other person talk.
Right.
Yeah, the duo. I like it. So the track is called In the Name of Love. Obviously, Martin, in the name of raving, when you're playing at these crazy clubs around the world and the festivals, what is the most random thing you've seen happen in the name of raving?
I did shows in like South America, and it's a thing there that people throw their friends in the air. So like you play a show and you see like people flying.
Fountains.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's funny.
In the name of raving. And Bebe, we are avid watchers of your Instagram. The fashion game is on point.
Thank you.
So what is the most outrageous thing you've done in the name of fashion?
I just did a photo shoot literally like 3 days ago, and I wore a chain dress, and it's just completely naked underneath it. Am I allowed to say that?
You are.
Okay. Your face is like...
When's it coming out? Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I was very chilly.
Very cold. But that was the most outrageous thing you've done.
It hasn't come out yet, but I think people will be outraged by it.
Okay, cool. Martin, another thing as well is that this is the first track which has been released on your new label.
Yeah.
So it's like your baby. What is the difference between everything else that you've released? Like, how are you looking at it, and like, what's the expectation like?
For me, this song has been fun. It's been something different because a lot of people know Garrix for like the high energy, like festival music, like house music. And I know I for this song, I wanted to try something new, try something different. I don't want to be an artist who's stuck in one genre. I want to try out new things, combine different sounds, combine different styles, and most importantly, just having fun in the studio. Like I'll go in the studio and I'm like, no idea what I'm gonna make, and that's the brain set, that's the mindset I want to have.
Yes.
I don't want to go in the studio like, oh, I have to do this, because if that's the mindset you're gonna go to the studio with, it's gonna be a horrible studio day.
And Bebe, like, I'm sure you can relate to that as well, because you've worked with various artists in different sort of genres as well. Is that a similar thing for you? Like you just go in and have fun?
I remember working with David Guetta, and he even with him I was working. He's like, I have to make music that everybody loves, and we wrote Hey Mama, and it was completely different sounding from what his album was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know about this. I think this is like a really big song. He goes, no, I'm just going to give it to Rihanna or something. I'll just give it away.
Yeah.
And ended up becoming one of the biggest songs on the album, on the last album. So I feel like, same thing with me is when I write things, I never try to conform to mainstream or anything. I just try to write something that I feel and something that I love, And I think that's the beauty of music. And I think Martin is also, I think he's just it's so talented to be able to do Animals and now something like In the Name of Love. You know what I mean? Where it's like no vocals, and it actually changed music, and I think electronic music, and then now he's able to come back with something different. I think that's like true artistry.
Totally, yeah, because it didn't have a hook, nothing, and it was just
so epic, huh?
Yeah.
Right? I was like, who the is this kid coming out of nowhere?
No, I think it's fun to like try to renew yourself. Like if you're doing the same thing all over again, at one point people are gonna be like, oh yeah, we already knew this was coming. It's fun to shock people.
I think the one thing that I always follow, even with songwriting or whatever, is the second you start following mainstream radio, you're too late.
Okay, so you got to be ahead of the curve, basically.
The second you try to copy something or try to remake something, it's too late. So I think even for your own self, you just create things that you love and just do what you want.
So for all you new artists out there, you heard what BB said.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I read that you also been producing some hip hop beats as well.
Oh, and they're hot, by the way, too. And I heard some of
See,
them.
now
This is.
I
will tell you right now, I've heard his hip hop stuff, and it's fire.
Right. Okay.
He's like, I don't know. I was like, put this on your album. It's so good.
See, look at the look on his face. Yeah.
Because he knows. It's good.
Who have you got spitting on those beats? Is there anyone that you can give us some clues to? Because I know you, man. I know that you got connects, and so any clues? Some clues.
Remember the one you played in my house? It was sick.
Yeah, that one. Tell us.
I've been writing a lot of music with my homie Major. He's one of the most talented people I've worked with.
Okay.
And just it's like it's fun also writing with him. Like we schedule like a week in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We party and then
make some sick beats.
Yeah, but that, like we are having so much fun making the music that it reflects in the music itself.
Okay, let me put this to you then. What MCs would you like, or could you see on these fire tracks that you've made?
I don't know yet. I'll think about it.
Fine.
I'll play some music
Okay,
later.
fine. Not a problem. And BB, obviously, you've seen Martin shows, like the craziness that goes on.
Insane.
Yeah. Have you ever thought, you know what, I want a piece of that. I want to try this DJ malarkey.
I was actually thinking that yesterday. I was like, there's no female DJs. Could you imagine if I was a female DJ? Do you think I could be a good female DJ? Can you imagine if I was a female DJ and I like wrote the songs and sang them and just...
That'd be dope.
There's a new thing there. Let's talk to
Who's
management
doing
and make
it?
that happen.
I mean, I want to help somebody do that. I don't know. That's too much work. I don't think I could handle all that. Like every day he's in a different like place. I'm like, where are you now? He's like, I'm here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't do that.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Okay, yeah, it definitely is.
But but when you fly private, it's a little bit easier. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Well, you work hard for it, man.
He works
you
really
work hard for it. You like, I love Instagram. Like, you are literally non-stop. And it's great that Instagram exists, so your fans can literally see that. It's amazing, man.
Snapchat or Instagram? Instagram for you.
Instagram for me is more, I don't know, it's, like Snapchat is more for small things, more up to date. Like, like you do stupid things and it's like, oh, let's Snapchat this or the filters. But Instagram for me is more, it's like a diary almost.
Yeah, Instagram all the way for me. What about you? Your Instagram just looks like a Vogue cover shoot, like constantly.
Thank you.
Yeah, so is that...
I don't know, both Instagram, Snapchat. I like Snapchat though.
Okay, cool.
I feel like you can do anything and it doesn't matter.
Just disappears.
It doesn't disappear.
Okay.
He's
got the apps. He's got the apps. Now, Martin, obviously, you've got this new initiative. Are there any sort of like plans for you to like start signing new artists and DJs and working with guys? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we just launched Stamped Records, and right now we're only releasing my music on it. But we're like expanding the team, finding the right people, right A&R. Like, it's gonna be great. And because there's so much music out there, and that I listen to, and I almost get like mad because it's so good and it's not like used
out
yet.
there.
So I want to use like my platform and label to push new talent into the world and like just release good music.
Let's talk about the video, because you two are looking very, very, very suave. Whose idea was like that whole concept?
Nava.
Yeah, the director. You were just like, yeah, let's do it, man.
No, the original concept was actually I'm like I love to be involved with with video direction, but the original concept was getting married. And I was
Okay.
like, okay,
I
that's,
didn't even know that. I'm happy we went for
the original concept was actually not you and me getting married. It was actually me and a girl getting married.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was like, I'm not getting married to a girl in the video. I was like, I think Martin should be in the video. And no, we were talking about concepts, and I said I want it to be simple and one dope concept that stands for love. And he came up with like a pool, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, it would be cool if we had different, you know, like a moment of right before we jump into the pool, you know, meaning like the pool represents love. And you both have to jump in to get wet. You know, if one of you gets wet, doesn't end up that good.
Got you.
Oh my god, you guys are so messed up! That is
Disgusting.
You guys are
She's disgusting. I'm gonna press stop right now. I'm joking. This is the best. This is the best. So guys, thank you so much for coming down to see us. Hope the track does really well. We'll be looking out for new music from you, and like we'll be keeping an eye on your Instagram, baby. Definitely. What's happening, guys? AJ King here in the studio with Martin Garrix. He's gonna bust a 10-minute mix for you. So check this out. It's gonna be sick.